What if I told you that history's most sacred texts were not just stories, but also a complex code? A code that remained hidden for millennia, holding humanity's greatest secrets, and is only now emerging into the light through modern technology and chance discoveries. And what if the key to this code was hidden in a forgotten jar in the deserts of Egypt, or in the dark, untouched caves of the Dead Sea? In this video, we are investigating the secret codes of the Bible and revealing what ancient discoveries truly tell us. If you are ready, the journey begins. It all began in 1947, when a young Bedouin shepherd was searching for his lost goat. Among the steep cliffs near the Dead Sea, he noticed a cave entrance he had never seen before. When a stone he threw inside was met with the sound of shattering pottery, he was unaware that he had just made one of the greatest archaeological discoveries in human history. Deep inside the caves, hundreds of manuscripts were hidden in sealed jars. These were the texts we know today as the Dead Sea Scrolls. The tests conducted on them shocked the world. These scrolls were approximately 1,000 years older than the oldest copies of holy texts available until that time. But the real secret was not hidden in the age of the scrolls, but in their content. For centuries, it was believed that the holy texts had come down to us unchanged, copied letter for letter. But was this true? When researchers compared sections like the Book of Isaiah, they noticed something incredible. The texts were largely the same, but some words were different. Some sentences were added or removed. Some scrolls even contained entire passages that do not exist in today's texts at all. This showed that the holy texts were not a frozen, static structure. On the contrary, they could be a living code, interpreted, edited, and evolved over time. The oldest secret was that the text itself was the story of a journey. You would think the Dead Sea Scrolls are the oldest sacred texts, wouldn't you? But what if there's a secret even older than them? This tiny silver amulet, found in Jerusalem in 1979, contained a text a full 400 years older. The holy texts were worn around the neck like jewelry for protection. The oldest code was not a giant scroll. It was as close as a breath. History's greatest traitor. A man whose name has become synonymous with betrayal. Judas Iscariot. We all know the story. The disciple who betrayed his teacher for 30 pieces of silver. But what if there was a forbidden version of this story, hidden for 1,700 years, intentionally destroyed? The Gospel of Judas, found in Egypt in the 1970s and reaching the scientific community after a decades-long adventure, tells exactly this. This ancient text virtually turns history on its head. It portrays Judas not as a traitor, but as the one and only disciple who truly understood Jesus' mission, the one he trusted most. According to this forbidden text, the betrayal carried out by Judas was actually done at Jesus' own request. Jesus had asked Judas to initiate the chain of events that would free his spirit from its physical body. According to this text, the betrayal was in fact the ultimate act of loyalty. Could history's greatest villain actually be its most misunderstood hero? The very existence of this text is shocking proof that there were many different interpretations of faith in the early days, and that the story that has reached us today is just one of the versions, the one written by the victors. One of the greatest secrets are the stories never told to us. Secrets were not only in hidden texts. Sometimes the greatest secrets were hidden in plain sight with a clever plan. In ancient Rome, The prophecies of the Sibylline oracles were the most respected texts. Even emperors consulted them. So what if someone used this trust for their own purposes? Early Christian and Jewish writers developed an incredible tactic to spread their own message to the Romans. They wrote their own prophecies and secretly coded them into these sacred books, as if they were original Sibylline prophecies. This was one of history's first information wars. The best way to convince your enemy was to hide your own words inside the text they trusted most. We began our journey with a single question: what do ancient discoveries tell us? In the Dead Sea Scrolls, we found a living code that evolves over time. In the Gospel of Judas, we saw a forbidden code silenced by the victors of history. Inside a silver amulet, we discovered a personal code worn like jewelry. And in the Sibylline books, we encountered a strategic code hidden within another text. Perhaps the greatest secret these discoveries tell us is that history is not made of a single, unchanging truth. History is a vast library that is constantly being rediscovered, with different versions enriched by every new finding. And we are the lucky generations holding the torches that illuminate the lost shelves of this library. Perhaps the greatest code is not hidden within the texts, but in our passion for seeking meaning in those texts. Thanks for watching. What are your theories on this subject? Which discovery surprised you the most? Share with us in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to uncover more mysteries together.